Quantum Break
Oh.
being the third of the biggies.
Yeah.
This game's been laying low for a while.
Long while.
Remedy, we knew this, that these guys are expert game designers. Max Payne 1, Max Payne 2, Alan Wake. They're great. They make great games. Not just good games. They make great games, but they're a smallish team relative to modern team sizes, and they take their sweet time to make stuff.
They craft it.
That's a good way to put it. See, your future is in marketing. Why? And so I predicted last week that it's time to get a release date for this game. We got one. It's April 5th, 2016, which is that's 8 months from now. That is not a short amount of time.
But I wonder if some of that is just related to the fact that it is still going to be this transmedia sort of experience. So it sounds
possible.
like production-wise, you have to line up a lot more things for that to work.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point. The TV, so that's a perfect segue to the TV show stuff, which was announced in the beginning, and then they kind of stopped talking about it.
Which made me wonder for a little bit if they actually had axed that part.
Right, because as you noted before we got on the air, Microsoft had this big TV push. They were going to do Xbox TV, a bunch of shows, a whole Netflix type service, and then before it could even get off the ground,
Just like
whoosh, gone. So it was a fair point. Like, oh, has that part been taken out of Quantum Break as well? They had said it would go like you'd play an episode, a chunk of the game, and then based on your actions, you'd get a certain episode of the TV, and then it would go back into game, and it would sort of alternate game, TV. And then after it went away for a while, so I don't know if that's still how it works, but we definitely know that the TV episode stuff is in there, and it's all on the disc. Or it's all in the original release of the game. It's not literally an episodic thing or a thing you go online to. It's all there. But they've recast the three main protagonists in the game. So it's I don't have their names in front of me, which is totally professional, I know. But
I don't recall them either. Sorry.
The main character is now Shawn Ashmore, who is best known as the Iceman in the X-Men movies. You've got Littlefinger is the bad guy from Game of Thrones. And then the third, it's Dominic Monaghan. Was he Merry or Pippin? I can never keep Merry or Pippin straight from Lord of the Rings.
I confess I have the same issue.
He's the good guy's brother. So he's Shawn Ash. So they had unknown people playing the role. And now they've completely recast and reshot it all, and presumably shot all the TV stuff, which we got to see a little bit of in the video, with these actors, and it looks great. I mean, they look like they're going to do a great job. All three of those actors are good actors. And what this says to me is, number one, I wonder if they weren't talking about the TV stuff for a while because they were scrapping a bunch of stuff and recasting.
That makes sense.
But my other point about this is I feel like why would you do this? Why would you recast the roles with some more well-known actors? And to me, what I think is happening here is that Microsoft doesn't want an Alan Wake situation, which Alan Wake was a great game, reviewed well, people loved it, and it sold decently, but it didn't quite have that blockbuster, didn't quite reach the blockbuster status. And I think Microsoft is keen to try and avoid that with this Remedy game to have it happen again. So I think what happened is Microsoft said, this game's playing really well, it's coming together great, guys. I think they decided to try and get it that extra notice and try and sort of take it to the next level by saying, okay, we're going to put more money into this game and recast it. Let's get some bigger names, some familiar faces. That's what I think is happening with Quantum Break.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, just from the few people that I know where I'll ask them how they feel about Alan Wake, the consensus generally is, oh, yeah, that was good, But like that's it. That's exactly where it stops.
Right.
It's not something that they enthusiastically go out to other people and say, "You have to play this. You have to try this." It's so different and weird.
Yeah, I did a rewind theater on all that footage with Brendan Graber from our team. We just tore the heck out of it. There's the storytelling mechanic looks like it's going to be really interesting. It's sort of you'll walk into a room and then there's all these little fragments of time that sort of play out in front of you. We saw a lot of Quantum Break at Gamescom last year, and it looked really good. I think now it looks great. Like I think it's gone. You can see in the gameplay portion of the demo, you can see a lot more polish on it, which of course a year will do that. And then the TV show stuff is looking great too with these new actors. And the fact that there's still 8 months to go tells hopefully they're just spending that time polishing the crap out of this game and making it just absolutely super slick. And I think Quantum Break went back on a lot of people's radars today after it probably fell off a lot of people's radars for a while.
Well, nobody really knew what was happening with it.
Right. Exactly right. So, April 5th, 2016 for Quantum Break.